Sports betting fans, huge hello. Your sports betting advisor Tips and Streams is here again. What do we have today? We have predictions for 7 NBA games for January 10th. Before we get started, go to tipsandstreams.me and sign up for our newsletter to receive our daily sports betting predictions in your inbox, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all our betting tips and picks. So, let's get started. We start with the match between Milwaukee Bucks and Charlotte Hornets. The Milwaukee Bucks have dropped 3 of their last 4 games and will be looking to rebound after losing 114 to 106 on the road against the Hornets. For the Bucks, it was a back-to-back game in which their offense slowed. They are 20th in defensive efficiency this season, allowing 113.8 points per 100 possessions. They give up 109.6 points per 100 possessions on the road. After Saturday's win against the Bucks, the Charlotte Hornets have won 5 of their last 7 games, and they will be looking for their 3rd straight victory. Hornets scored 114 points per 100 possessions while allowed 108.8 points per 100 possessions during this time span. At home, they've covered 13 of the 16 games. Play Milwaukee Bucks -1. The next match is Utah Jazz vs Detroit Pistons. The Utah Jazz have won 8 of their last 11 games, but they will be looking to avoid a 3rd consecutive loss after being thrashed 125 to 113 on the road by the Indiana Pacers. Injuries and sickness ravaged the Jazz in those contests. The Detroit Pistons have been in good form lately, winning 3 of their last 5 games, and they'll be aiming to keep it going after defeating the Orlando Magic 97 to 92 at home. The Pistons have been lowest in offensive efficiency over this time period, scoring 100.8 points per 100 possessions and having a net rating of -11. The Pistons have won 3 of their last 5 games, and they have a chance to make a big splash today against the Utah Jazz. Play Utah Jazz -10.5. The next match is Indiana Pacers vs Boston Celtics. The Indiana Pacers have been in a bit of a funk recently, losing 9 of their last 12 games overall, but they'll be aiming to get back on track after snapping a 6-game losing streak with a 125 to 113 home win against the Utah Jazz. The Pacers were 25th in defensive efficiency over the 7-game span, allowing 114.6 points per 100 possessions. The Boston Celtics have been in good form lately, winning 3 of their last 5 games overall, and they'll be looking to keep it going following a rout of the New York Knicks in a 99 to 75 home victory. In this time period, the Celtics were 7th in defensive efficiency, allowing 105.3 points per 100 possessions and a net rating of +8.2. Play Boston Celtics -6. The next match is San Antonio Spurs vs New York Knicks. The Spurs have been in a severe rut recently, having lost 6 of their last 7 games overall, and they'll be looking to end a 2-game losing streak after falling to the Nets in a heartbreaking 121 to 119 overtime road loss. Spurs averaged 102.3 points per 100 possessions during this time frame, ranking them 28th in offensive efficiency. The New York Knicks have been in good form recently, winning 5 of their last 8 games. Their 2-game winning run was halted in a 99 to 75 loss at Boston. The Knicks have gone under in 6 of their last 8 games. They are currently ranked 3rd in defensive efficiency, allowing 104.5 points per 100 possessions while scoring just 103.1. Play San Antonio Spurs +6.5. The next match is Philadelphia 76ers vs Houston Rockets. The 76ers have been on a tear recently, winning 7 of their last 8 games overall, and they'll be seeking for their 7th straight victory after thrashing the Spurs 119 to 100 at home. They were 2nd in offensive efficiency during their victory streak, averaging 121 points per 100 possessions and a net rating of +14. The Houston Rockets have lost 10 of their last 11 games overall and will be looking to stop a 2-game losing streak after being thrashed by the Timberwolves in a 141 to 123 home loss. In 8 of their 10 games, the over has come up. With 122.4 points per 100 possessions allowed and 108.3 points scored, the Rockets are ranked 29th in defensive efficiency. Play Philadelphia 76ers -9. The next match is Brooklyn Nets vs Portland Trailblazers. The Trailblazers have been in a funk, having lost 6 of their last 8 games overall, but they'll be aiming to turn things around with a 103 to 88 home victory against the Kings. They're on a back-to-back schedule. Portland has lost 6 of their last 8 games. They allow 124 points per 100 possessions, which puts them worst in defensive efficiency during that time frame. The Brooklyn Nets have been in a bit of a funk, having lost 4 of their last 6 games, but they'll be trying to remain hot following a 121-119 overtime home triumph against the Spurs. This is a make-up game for a postponement, giving the Nets an East-West back-to-back. This is an away game for Kyrie Irving. The Nets defeated Indiana 129-121 in his return game. Brooklyn hasn't had a back-to-back since December 8, and Irving was absent from Sunday's game. Play Portland Trailblazers +11. The last match for today is Cleveland Cavaliers vs Sacramento Kings. Both teams are playing 2 games in a row. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been in a slump recently, losing 5 of their previous 7 games overall, and they'll be looking to rebound after yesterday night's 96-82 loss to the Warriors on the road. In back-to-back games, the Cavaliers average 101 points, which is 7 points less than the overall average. The Sacramento Kings have lost 8 of their last 11 games overall and will be looking to stop a 4-game losing streak after being thrashed by the Trailblazers in a 103-88 away loss. Sacramento was 24th in offensive efficiency over this 4-game span, averaging 104.3 points per 100 possessions. In back-to-back games, the Kings are 4 points below their overall average. Play Cleveland Cavaliers -3.5. Guys, that would be all. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter. See you tomorrow.